So I started this channel a couple of years ago to talk about two things that interested me, being an ethical vegan and being a fan of video games. I concentrated on the game side to build up my channel with the intention of dropping in the odd vegan video, to introduce my audience to another worldview. I have neglected this, so here is some much needed balance. This is my most important video, and there will be more vegan videos to follow. Before becoming vegan, I was vegetarian for over a decade. I was vegetarian not for my health or for the planet, but simply for the animals. Eating a slaughtered, defenseless animal never sat right with me. I thought that by being vegetarian I was doing enough. As I wasn't eating a dead animal and paying for one to be slaughtered, I thought I was doing enough for animal rights. That was until I saw a video about the exploitation of cows for milk, a truth that is hidden by the farmers, and when it is exposed, it is twisted to suit the narrative of the animal agriculture industry. Farmers will like you to believe that they treat their animals well, and they are animal lovers and care about their well-being, that they are providing a sanctuary. But in truth, a farm of animals is a prison designed to efficiently dismantle a living being, a concentration camp of unimaginable suffering. Replace these animals with humans and you have the perfect scene of a modern-day twisted horror film. The truth is, the animal agriculture industry are involved in slavery, torture and murder. If you buy these animal products, then you are paying for slavery, torture and murder. It really is that simple. We like to bury our heads in the sand because we don't want to feel guilty and imagine the horrific abuse. The animal agriculture industry has lied to us repeatedly, and they have brainwashed us through the media, and we have allowed this to happen so we can feel great about ourselves. We are living in a constant state of denial. We have been given the impression that cows are always producing milk, and by milking them we are doing them a colossal favour. That Mother Nature has created a flaw, and if we did not milk them, they would explode. This is a complete, downright lie. Nothing could be further from the truth. Cows in the farming industry only produce milk after they have been forcibly impregnated. Forcibly impregnated. When has there ever been right to do that to any species? If the same act were done to a human, we all know what we would call it. The milk the mother produces is created for her newborn calf, but it is deemed too precious by the supposedly caring and loving farmers to allow the calf to feed on their mother's milk. So instead, most baby calves are separated from their mother almost immediately after birth. The milk is so precious for profit that we deny the cow's most natural right of a mother to feed their baby calf, so we can pour it onto our cereal or into a nice cup of tea. There is nothing nice about that cup of tea. Let me say this again. We deny the mother the right to feed her baby. This is the sick world we live in. This is standard practice in the farming industry, whether it is organic or not. We immediately separate a mother from a calf for our pleasure, so our taste buds can enjoy a momentary pleasure. What does that state about human civilization? A modern civilization existing on these practices of exploitation and slavery. Have you heard the screams and anguish of a cow when they are separated from their baby? This can go on for days. Just do a search on YouTube. They have feelings, and they feel pain and suffer. We terrorize their existence. Do you know what happens to the baby calf after they are separated? Do you think they are let loose on the fields to grow strong and to be cared for by doting, compassionate farmers? This is what they would like you to believe. In fact, most male calves are killed in horrendous ways when they are born, because they are too expensive to raise and would not attract a profitable price when grown. Keeping calves with a mother is expensive and inconvenient for farmers as it interferes with their profits. So when you buy milk, you are supporting the killing of baby male calves. Standard practice. We imagine horny bulls mating with cows as they roam around the green countryside and taking part in the courtship and mating ritual. But this almost never happens in animal agriculture. We have obliterated this behavior and deemed it inefficient and a waste of time. To get the milk factory running efficiently, nearly all cows in the farming industry are forcibly impregnated over and over again, to give birth as many times until their bodies cannot take it any further, until they are exhausted physically and mentally. And each time they give birth, their babies are removed to the repeated anguish and distress of the cow, and for all their suffering and the milk they are forced to produce, when their bodies are spent and not capable of becoming pregnant or producing milk, they are killed and turned into food. This is the thanks we give them. The circle of death for these poor animals in the animal farming industry. The circle of oppression, slavery, torture and death. This is not the circle of life. This is the thanks we give those animals we have tortured for so long. This is going on before our eyes, yet the vast majority of us ignore their suffering and carry on drinking our nice cup of tea and tucking into a nice juicy bloody steak. The blood is on your hands. Now imagine that these cows were replaced by humans. Imagine everything a cow goes through, but replace that with a loved one. Replace a cow with your sister, your child, your mother. What would you call what is happening to them? It is a concentration camp, and they exist all over the world. It's an everyday, unimaginable, horrific existence for the cows and the animals we breed into existence to enslave, torture and destroy. Imagine yourselves in their place if you need to begin to understand their horrors. That scene in The Matrix where humans are exploited and used as batteries and then liquefied to feed others, that's what's going on. But the main difference is those humans aren't aware of what is happening to them. These cows live a life of terror. When I realized this, I turned vegan. There is no going back for me. We can live extremely well and thrive without resorting to the circle of oppression, exploitation and death of these innocent animals. What's holding you back? There is no excuse. I shall be posting more vegan content from now on. Subscribe for more, share this video and feel free to like. Vegan Games says peace out.